In the last video, we have discussed about image formation by concave and convex lens for different positions of the object. Today, we are going to discuss about lens formula and magnification. First of all, let us consider lens formula. So, lens formula is 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F, where V is the distance of the image from the optical center and U is the distance of the object from the optical center, and F is the focal length of the lens is concerned. Here we are having a convex lens and this is a concave lens. V is the distance of the object from the optical center. V is the distance of the image from the optical center. U is the distance of the object from the optical center, and F is the length between optical center and principal focus of a lens. In the case of convex mirror, as we have studied, our focal length, or we can say principal focus, is on the right hand side. So the value of F is taken as positive. Positive focal length. Our F is positive in case of convex lens, and in case of concave lens, our F is negative. We consider F as negative in case of concave lens because our principal focus is on the left hand side. In case of convex lens, principal focus is on the right hand side. So F is positive for convex lens, F is negative for concave lens, and U is always negative. U is always negative. U is always negative because we consider that object is always on the left hand side of the mirror or lens. We always consider object on the left hand side. So U is always negative. V. Our V is the distance of the image from the optical center. It depends upon the case. V may be positive, V may be negative. Okay, so this is about the lens formula. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. Our mirror formula was 1 upon V plus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. This was our mirror formula. So the only difference is, in case of lens formula, we are having plus here. We are having minus here. In the case of mirrors, this is for mirrors. This is for mirrors. In the case of mirror, we are having plus here. In the case of lenses, we are having minus. So this is about the lens formula. Next topic is magnification. Magnification is represented by small m, which is equal to h dash upon h, which is equal to h dash upon h. H dash is the height of the object and h dash is the height of the image and h is the height of the object. Magnification small m is equal to h dash upon h. H dash is the height of the image and h is the height of the object. And this m is equal to h dash upon h is equal to v upon u. M is equal to h dash upon h is equal to v upon u. So here, if we consider convex lens, our image formation is real and inverted in all the 5 cases except for the last case. For the last case, our image is virtual and erect. So when the image is real and inverted, inverted means image is formed below the principal axis. It means h dash is negative. So our h dash is negative for convex lenses except for one case. H dash is negative for convex lenses except for one case, and H dash is positive for concave lenses. Convex lenses, H dash is negative except for the except for the last case, and H dash is, let me write here, H dash is negative, H dash is negative for convex lenses except for the last case, and H dash is positive for concave lens, because in the case of convex lens, image formation is real and inverted. In the case of concave lens, image formation is virtual and erect. When the erect image is formed, it is above the principal axis and it is positive. And H is always positive. H is always positive, just like our U. U is always negative. U is always negative. Same way, our H is always positive. So H is always positive. H dash is negative in case of convex lenses for the first 5 cases except for the last case. And H dash is positive for concave lenses. So our magnification is H dash upon H is equal to V upon U. In case of mirrors, we were having H dash upon H is equal to minus V upon U. But here we are having plus V upon U. So this is all about magnification. Our next topic is power of a lens. We have done lens formula, we have done magnification, next is power of a lens. The ability of a lens to converge or diverge light rays depends upon its focal length. Ability of a lens to converge or diverge light rays depends upon its focal length. For example, if we consider convex lens of shorter focal length, convex lens of shorter focal length, it will converge the light rays to larger angles. Let us consider two convex lenses here. First is the convex lens with shorter focal length as compared to the next one. So this is the principal focus here, and this is the principal focus for the lens with a comparatively more focal length. So this is the first case. If our object is supposed here and a parallel beam of light comes, if a parallel beam of light comes from the object parallel to the principal axis, then it will pass through the principal focus. After refraction, the ray will pass through the principal focus. So here the bending is more. Here in this case, for a lens with shorter focal length, bending is more as compared for this lens. This lens with a more focal length as compared to this. Here the focal length is more. This is optical center. This is our principal focus. So same case when an object, suppose our object is here and a parallel beam of light parallel to the principal axis, then after striking the lens, the refracted ray will pass through the principal focus. Our refracted ray will pass through the principal focus. So in this case, when we compare with the above case with the shorter focal length, here the bending is more as compared to this case. In this case, bending is comparatively less for larger focal lengths. For the shorter focal lengths, bending of the refracted ray is more as compared to the lens with the larger focal length. So same is the case for concave lens also. For concave lens of very short focal length, they have higher divergence. They diverge the light rays more as compared to the concave lens of higher focal lengths. So the degree of convergence or divergence of light rays is achieved by another term which is called power. Another term is power, which shows the degree of convergence or divergence of a lens, and it is denoted by, power is denoted by P. The letter P and P is equal to reciprocal of the focal length. Power P is equal to reciprocal of the focal length. Power is represented by letter P and small f is our focal length. The unit of power, the unit of power is diopter. Unit of power is diopter, D-I-O-P-T-R-E. Unit of power is diopter and it is denoted by capital D. It is denoted by capital D. We can denote it by capital D. In case of power, we consider focal length in meters. We consider focal length in meters, and in that case 1 diopter. In that case 1 diopter is the power of a lens with the focal length 1 meter. 1 meter. 1 diopter is the power of a lens with focal length 1 meter. Okay, so in case of power, we consider the unit of focal length in meters. So power is reciprocal of the focal length, and we know that in case of convex mirror, lens and concave lens, we know that in case of convex lens, our F is positive, and in case of concave lens, F is negative. So F is positive and power is also positive. In case of convex lens, our power is also positive. In case of concave lens, power is also positive. Power is also negative. So if the doctor prescribes you the power of a lens, power of your spectacles, if the power is in positive, it means you have to use convex lens. If the power is in negative, it means you have to use a concave lens. So power is reciprocal of a focal length. Its unit is diopter, and for convex lens, power is positive. For concave lens, power is negative. Another thing is, if sometimes what happens, many optical instruments consist of a number of lenses. Sometimes many optical instruments, they contain a number of lenses. So in that case, doctor prescribe you the power of 2-3 lenses. In that case, doctor prescribes you the power of 2-3 lenses like P1, P2, P3. So in that case, total power will be considered as the algebraic sum of all these powers, individual powers, individual power of individual lenses. So in that case, the total power will be considered as the algebraic sum of the individual power of individual lenses. So this may come in numerical also to find the total power of a lens. So this is all about the power. Power is equal to reciprocal of a focal length, and focal length is measured in meters here, and the unit of power is diopter. This is all about power of a lens. Okay. Now we have studied almost all the topics of this chapter. So let us consider one numerical. Let us consider numerical from NCERT textbook from page number 102, from page number 182, example 10.4. In this example, a 2 cm tall object is placed perpendicular to the principal axis of a convex lens of focal length 10 cm. A 2 cm tall object means this is H. 2 cm tall object means size of the object is given to you. So in this case, H is 2 cm. H is given to you, and what else is given to you? It is placed perpendicular to the principal axis of a convex lens of focal length 10 cm. Focal length is also given to us. Focal length is 10 cm, and this is a convex lens. So for convex lens, we will take positive focal length. If it may be of a concave lens, it would be of concave lens, then we will take negative. But in this case, it is a convex lens. So the F is positive. Another thing is the distance of the object from the lens is 15 centimeter. Means this is U. Distance of the object. This is U. This is 15 centimeter. And we know that U is always negative. So we have taken negative side. U is always negative. So this is given to us. What else is given? Nothing. What we have to find is, find the nature, position and size of the image. Also find its magnification. Nature, position and size of the image means you have to find V and you have to find magnification also. In this case, you have to find magnification also. So what are the things given to us? H is given to us, F is given to us, U is given to us. So let us first find V. So our formula is 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. In this case, 1 upon U, V is equal to 1 upon F plus 1 upon U. We can take it to this side because we want to find the value of V. So we can take 1 upon U on this side. If it moves on this side, its sign gets changed from negative to positive. It will become positive. So now let us put the values of these. 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon F is 10 plus 1 upon U is minus 15. Okay, so in the next step, 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon 10 minus 1 upon 15. So let us take the LCM of these two. When we take the LCM of these two, it will be 30. LCM is 30. Here the plus minus will become minus. Here this is plus and in the denominator we are having minus. These two plus minus will become minus in this case. Okay, then 10 3s are 30 minus 15 2s are 3 minus 2. 1 upon V is equal to 3 minus 2 upon 30. Or we can say 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon 30. Or in the next step, we can say V is equal to 30 unit is centimeter. V is equal to 30 centimeter. So this V is the distance of the image from the optical center. This is the distance of the image from the optical center. So we have done one part of the question. Another thing is asked, nature, position and size of the image. Position we have calculated, it is at 30 centimeter from the optical center. So let us find magnification. Formula of magnification is H dash upon H is equal to V upon U. H dash upon H is equal to V upon U. Here we have to find H dash. We don't know the size of the image. We know the size of the object. We know H, we know V, we also know U. So from this formula, from this part of the formula, let us find out the value of H dash, height of the image. So H dash is equal to, this H will go here, this will be HV upon U. Or we can say H is how much? 2 centimeter. H is 2 centimeter, V is, and U is, our U is minus 15. So the value of H dash, will be minus 4 centimeter. Value of H dash will be minus 4 centimeter. Our unit is centimeter. This is H dash, height of the image. The negative sign indicates, that the image is formed below the principal axis. It means it is real and inverted. So we have done two parts. we have calculated the value of V. We have also calculated the value of H dash. Now we have to find magnification. Magnification is H dash upon H. That is, H dash is minus 4 upon 2. Minus 2 centimeter. Not the centimeter, it is only minus 2. So magnification is minus 2. Magnification comes out to be minus 2. So we have calculated V, distance of the image from the optical center. We have calculated H dash, height of the image, and we have also calculated M, that is magnification. So here the negative sign of M and H. The negative sign of M and H dash, they indicate that the image formed is below the principal axis. It is below the principal axis and it is real and inverted, and the height of the object is 2 and size of the object is 2 centimeter and the size of the image is 4 centimeter. It means it is enlarged by 2 times. It is enlarged. Image is real, inverted, and our size of the object is 4 centimeter tall. It means it is 2 times enlarged as compared to the size of the object. So this is all about this numerical. Next numerical is from page number 184 in text question number 3. In text question number 3, page number 184. So in this question number 3, in this question, find the power of a concave lens of focal length 2 meter. Concave lens of focal length 2 meter. Focal length is given to us 2 meter, and it is also given that it is a concave lens. We know that in case of concave lens, focal length is taken as negative. So we have to take this focal length as negative. This is minus 2 meter, and we have to find the power of this lens. So power is equal to 1 upon F. Power is equal to 1 upon F. So E is equal to 1 upon minus 2. That is minus 0.5 meters. Not meter, power, the unit of power is diopter. That is minus 0.5 diopter. So the power is in negative sign. Our power comes in negative sign here. Negative sign of power indicates that our lens is concave lens. Positive sign of power indicates that our lens is convex lens. So same way, children, you can do lot of numericals from the textbook as well as extra numericals. You have to practice all these numericals and be careful about the units and the formula. Okay, thank you all of you. This is all about this chapter. Thank you.
Thank